How do I ask my friend not to flop on my couch and break it? He likely doesn't have the muscle tone to sit down gradually. 1 or 2 visits with an occupational therapist could teach him some strategies on how to lower himself onto furniture. I need you to sit on my furniture more gently. The last couch broke, and I don't have the means to replace this one. Just be more mindful of the way you sit down, please. If he argues or says he can't, then we'll need to hang out elsewhere, or you can bring a chair that works for you. Talk to him. 1. He broke your last couch. 2. If he flops like that on your brand new couch, or any other furniture, he's not welcome in your home again. I had some antique dining room chairs, and a friend of mine would kind of slam into them hard enough that they slid a few inches. We had words. Edit. Your friend is an AH if he does this. Dude weighs 400 plus lbs. He understands what he's doing. Finally, something I can chime in on. I got a buddy that had gained some weight. He's like part of the family and is super comfortable at our place. We have a beautiful couch we got from a wealthy family friend. We could never afford this on our own. He would casually crack a beer and plop on the couch, until one day his fat ass broke it. We made plans for him to come over and help repair the couch. Added some splints and additional legs to the beams that cracked, and told him if our repairs don't hold up or it happens again, we're going to expect him to have it repaired professionally. He went on to lose like 30 pounds because he was so embarrassed of it. And the couch is good as new. Bro, you destroyed my last couch like that. Stop jumping on it. Are people too scared to communicate at all nowadays? What is this trend? I'm gonna guess he's not flopping on purpose, but he's flopping because he cannot gently lower himself. However, your couch doesn't know that. Choices. 1. Ask him for money to replace the couch. 2. Buy a stronger couch. 3. Get a chair that will hold him and ask him to use. 4. Don't hang out with him at your house. 5. Tell him this is an awkward question, but the last time he was over when he kind of flopped down on your couch. It broke it and you worry about that happening again, and what suggestions does he have? Please sit down gently on the couch, it's new. He doesn't have the leg muscles to regulate sitting down. He falls into things. Don't over-explain. That's just going to make the whole thing really fucking awkward. Just say, hey man, you have to stop flopping down when you sit on my couch. I don't have the means to replace it again. If you can't, I'm cool with you bringing your own seat. Or we can chill somewhere else. We good? Quote. I had to do this with a group of guys, 3 of them all around 270,400 pounds. I just said, before you sit I need to talk about the way y'all sit. Gave them a demonstration. Then said, if you can't do this I can put the cushions on the floor for you. And 2 out of 3 sat right, the last one just sat on the floor. I had this same unfortunate situation with my brother-in-law. Broke 2 couches. Ended up getting him his own second-hand recliner that was his designated seat. After the 3rd recliner broke, I was pissed off and bought my own new recliner and banished everyone from it. Now the couches are fair game again, but that you break it, you replace it rule is in effect. Because of that he rarely visits anymore. TBH, it's tough to say anything. But even if you mention it jokingly, then he should hopefully get the point. Talking to a friend you love about their weight is daunting, especially when that friend has ignored their health to the point of a partner leaving them. I totally understand your worries about your possessions too. So don't think I am trying to belittle your concerns. But what is more important here is your friend's health. Take this from someone who was morbidly obese. Still obese but getting healthier. Talking to them about their health and weight might just be the kick in the butt they need to get in gear with prioritizing their health. I know it seems like they won't hear you since a partner left them over it. And piling on seems mean. But it's not. It's necessary to be honest to your friend. You want them to be healthy at the end of the day. Every time I see a similar question, I sincerely want to ask where this person is from, just to understand where so many people live who are so afraid of being offensive for literally any reason. I can't imagine anyone acting like your friend in my home. If he plopped down on my sofa like that for the first time, then I would immediately tell him to start sitting down normally, without breaking my furniture. Moreover, I would make him pay for my broken sofa. How does his weight problem justify his inability to behave socially and in other people's homes? Why does your furniture and your finances suffer because of his weight problems and his reluctance to behave appropriately when visiting? You are so concerned about his physical and mental health. Is he concerned that he causes you discomfort in your own home, breaks your furniture, which leads to your unplanned financial expenses? Just say, "Hey Bill, be gentle on my new furniture, I can't afford another one." Hide the couch when he next visits and give him a beanbag. My buddy who was a little bigger than him had his own chair when he came over. Big steel kitchen chair he couldn't break if he tried, that we just threw across from the couch. That said, he knew not to sit on things, and that's why he went and grabbed it and plopped down every time he came to chill, so we never had to talk to him about it. But when he did sit down on a couch or bench or something, that's the only way to do it. He had to stand over it and bend his knees, but at some point it would be too hard to lower himself slowly, and he'd basically just fall the rest of the way. Honestly, that's how I think most of us did, but we get much lower before letting ourselves down and have much more control, and then when we do finally rest our weight on it, it's nowhere near as much. If he's actually 450 plus pounds, there's honestly probably nothing he can do about it. 1. He probably isn't sitting down that way on purpose. That's just a lot of weight to lower down slowly. 2. Unfortunately, most furniture is really only made for people 200,000 300 pounds depending on what you buy. Your couch likely isn't meant to hold someone that size regardless of how he sits on it. That of course doesn't mean you have no choice but to let your couch be destroyed. But at least be compassionate when you address the issue, knowing it's likely not something he's doing intentionally. You can say it matter-of-factly. It is not rude to say, "Your actions have too much wear and tear on my furniture. Please stop X. I am a fat person." I would not be offended. Frame it around actions and indicate that this is the second sofa. Just have open communication with your friend. Express all this to him. If he respects you, then he'll respect your things. It's not shaming him for his size to ask him to be considerate of his size. That being said, if he's too big, then maybe your conversation should be less about your furniture and more about figuring out what support he needs to be healthier. My brother is 300 pounds. This exact same thing happened to me. But I have like a modular couch that pulls out into a bed. And that was the part of the couch he broke. Luckily, I had warranty. It took a few months, but I got that part replaced. Next time he was over, I said, "I love you very much. But man, I need you to sit on the sides of the couch, not the middle." And he's complied every time since. Fat people know they're fat. Just don't make him feel bad about it.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.